Feel like I want to be here, but you already know why I'm here. What's up and welcome back, Trey Reacts family, as I'm bringing out another special video today, recommended by YouTube from the channel known as Jimmy High Roller, as the title of his video is called The Stories Behind the Strangest NBA Photos You've Ever Seen. But without further ado, family, please don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss another upload of hearing my voice and seeing my face. And of course, there's going to be play button going throughout the video. So click those as well and watch all of my videos and all my reactions. But we're gonna get straight to the video right now. Let me go small screen, slide up here, big screen. Let's get it. Again, shout out to Jimmy High Roller again.
In the winter of 2011, the North Korean government held a funeral to honor the death of their former leader, Kim Jong-il. In attendance were high-ranking North Korean officials, members of the funeral committee, and the North Korean military. Like, the whole North Korean military. And as photos began to surface of this funeral, one photo in particular caught someone's eye. Now, at first glance, there doesn't seem to be anything strikingly off about this picture. Just one of many photos taken at this funeral. Except for one thing. This man standing all the way in the back who appears to be a giant. Like an actual giant. Just look at him. He's got to be twice as tall as everybody around him. After doing some math and crude calculations, people concluded the man was about 8 feet tall. Who in the world is this enormous figure who attended this funeral?
In the wrong forest.
Immediately after these photos were released, people around the world spotted the giant man in the image and the theories began to spread. Some say it was just another Photoshop job by the North Korean government to push the idea that they had a super soldier. Others speculated that it was an actual super soldier. Some theorists said that the man in the picture was actually just a normal-sized guy. The whole super soldier thing just being a cover-up for the fact that they're all really tiny. Believe it or not, this was one of the least craziest theories. But it didn't take long for someone to realize. North Korea is home to an actual giant. But this giant man wasn't a super soldier. In fact, he wasn't a soldier at all. This mystery man was 7'9" North Korean basketball player Ri Myung-hun. Throughout the 90s, Hun was a prominent player in North Korea.
So he did play basketball, got it.
Being their predominant superstar. Hun even briefly traveled to the US to make the jump to the NBA. The man wasn't just a walking skyscraper. He was an exceptional player. Agile, strong, great skill set for a big man. Or rather, the biggest man. But because of the relationship between North Korea and the US, his NBA dreams were quickly shut down. The NBA and fans of the game were robbed of a potential foreign star. Ri Myung-hun was robbed of his hoop dreams, and the mystery of the giant super soldier was solved. And this is just one of many strange, fascinating, and odd basketball photos that have backstories that you have to see to believe.
Like, did y'all see how he was getting in that car?
Today's video was
looked like Shaq trying to get into a smart car.
Game available on mobile and PC.
That's crazy.
Raid is an expansive turn-based RPG now with over 600.
Like, imagine being 7'9".
Battles and so much more. And there's never been a better time to get started.
I mean, I could imagine being 7'9", but still.
So, in honor of this, here are 3 things.
If y'all watch my 100 episode video, yeah.
Console level
I'm on the shorter side.
The graphics, the quality,
very shorter side.
And just the overall feel and nuance of a console level game. This game keeps the game fresh. And reason
that's what you, Jimmy High Roller. We gotta keep going. If y'all want to play the game, it's gonna be in his description link, as well as the video on all of his channel. Is gonna be linked down in the description too.
In-game. So be sure.
Dang, that's a long ad.
On November 18th, 2008, 14th ranked Oklahoma faced off against 21 ranked Davidson. This was an early season game, so there wasn't much on the line, if anything at all. But fans still packed the house, and the game was aired on ESPN for 2 reasons. Sophomore sensation Blake Griffin and the junior phenom Stephen Curry, 2 of the best players in college basketball, squaring off in the NIT season tip-off tournament. And while fans across the country
that's crazy to think about now,
so did 2 local
because now one has 4 and the other one has 0. But he has, I want to say, 2 dunk contest wins.
2 weeks into his NBA career. Oddly enough, both Durant and Westbrook were young enough to actually play in this college game. But on this day, they were just spectators who had the best seats in town. By now, they had heard about the dead-eyed, quick-shooting, baby-faced assassin. But they wanted to see the prospect in action, live and up close. They wanted to see just how good this scrawny two-guard really was. Was he the real deal, or just some shot chucker putting up deep threes at an unprecedented rate? He, in fact, was the real deal.
So
aggressive.
Year, I paid nothing for electricity. And I actually
like I said, Jimmy Howard, we got to keep this video going, man.
Archambault, good look down low, and Curry. As Curry uses the ball fake, knocks down the triple. Fisher finds Curry off the glass. Little off-balance shot.
Curry was really getting buckets back in the day.
Curry right back. Curry, a wide open shot and a steal. Now Curry from way deep. Oh, no.
Dang.
Oh, my goodness. Reverse.
As Flight would say, look at Curry, man. Such an inspiration. Shout out to Flight Reacts. That's crazy.
In what would become the highest scoring game of his entire college career, Stephen Curry went on to score 44 points, but fell short of a comeback thanks to Blake Griffin's 25 points and 21 rebounds. Durant and Westbrook had seen enough. In
That's
their
a
first
crazy
ever
stat
level against
line.
Stephen Curry, they knew the kid was special. After the game, they met Steph, shared some words with one another, and snapped this picture. Two young NBA players meeting an NBA hopeful just looking to make a name for himself at the next level. At the time, Durant and Westbrook were the promising young duo in the NBA. But, ironically, it would actually be Durant and Steph who would go on to rewrite
I miss Westbrook and KD
this
being
photo tells
together.
us anything, it's that we never truly know who's next up. The baby-faced, undersized sharpshooter from Davidson was good, but no one could have predicted he would go on to be one of the greatest players in the history of the game. Not Westbrook, not Durant, and certainly not Steph himself. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words.
What about
This one is worth about 1 million.
What's his
over
name?
the years, there
Jeff
are
Green.
pictures taken within the NBA world that can tell an entire story. Some we are
Before
familiar
Dr.
with,
J knocked
and
him out.
others, hidden gems. Like in 1998 when Michael Jordan was hosting his famous flight school camp for up-and-coming basketball talent.
Dr. J hit Larry Bird
where
with
Michael
a nice
would go out of his way to prove he still got it, even if it means crushing the hopes and dreams of some wide-eyed little kid who's just happy to be there. Yeah, that camp.
What that meme say about
camp like
MJ?
this, you
F
would
them
expect
kids.
that there would be a handful of future NBA players in attendance throughout its near 20-year existence. And you would be right, because back in 1998 at the flight school camp, a photographer snapped this picture of Michael Jordan being guarded by a 17-year-old Yao Ming. When this picture was taken, Yao was already a prodigy in the Chinese Basketball Association, but he wouldn't join the NBA until 4 years after this camp. Whether he knew it or not, MJ had an absolute world-class prospect on his hands. Now, unfortunately, there is no video footage of this pickup game, or at least none that I can find, which is an absolute travesty. So we'll just have to use our imagination and the clips from the 2 games where Michael and Yao faced off against each other in the NBA. Who would have thought that this 17-year-old Chinese prospect that attended Jordan's camp and had to guard him would be taking photos with Michael Jordan at the NBA All-Star Game just 4 years later? Now, I'm not sure how well a 17-year-old Yao Ming could guard Michael Jordan, but I can almost guarantee that he couldn't send MJ shot into the 3rd row like a 22-year-old Yao Ming could. But Michael Jordan wasn't the only NBA star with his own camp. In fact, pretty much every notable NBA player has their own camp for elite young talent, including LeBron James. But LeBron's camp itself isn't much different from the rest of these skills camps. Get some of the best young hoopers in the country together to showcase their skills and get some scouts to come out and watch. But what is different about LeBron's camps is that he has gone toe-to-toe in the NBA with countless players that have attended his camps. Here's a picture from LeBron's skills camp in 2016 with Colin Sexton and Trey Young. Here's Devin Booker attending the Skills Academy back in 2014. Here's a photo from 2009 when Kyrie Irving was invited to the camp. If only they knew what would go down just 7 years later.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup.
No, blocked by James. Come here, Curry.
Irving puts it up. Let's go. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
I don't care what nobody
But
says.
throughout all the years of LeBron's
Kyrie Irving's
Academy,
shot
his
on Stephen
inaugural
Curry's
camp in
like
2007 remains one of the
the greatest shots of all time.
Players in the Skills Academy's history. Players came from not just around the country, but from around the entire world to attend the camp. And to wrap up a great week of hoops, LeBron and the camp attendees took this picture. Now, look closely. Because not including LeBron, within this picture is 13 All-Star selections, 55 seasons of NBA experience, and 60,000 NBA points scored. See any familiar faces? How about a 17-year-old Kemba Walker, Lance Stevenson, a 16-year-old DeMarcus Cousins, DeMar DeRozan, and Greg Monroe? The whole point of these camps is to gather a ton of great young prospects into one.
Is he still in the league? Let me know in the comments if Greg Monroe is still in the league, because I don't remember if he is or not.
We're outside of the prep circuits is remarkable. And what's even more remarkable is that despite LeBron being the veteran in this picture, a player who had already made it to the finals while these other players were still doing pre-algebra and third period, LeBron outlasted just about every single one of them. Greg Monroe hasn't played a full NBA season in 5 years. Leading up to last season, Lance Stevenson hadn't played in the NBA in 2 years. DeMarcus Cousins exited his prime a few years ago. In the past couple of seasons, Kemba Walker's age has begun to show. And DeMar DeRozan, well, DeRozan's still balling out. But LeBron is just as good today.
DeRozan been putting up numbers
15 years ago. Just one of many strange and fascinating basketball photos that have backstories you have.
I feel like Chicago gonna make a good run this year in the East.
Hope you all enjoy.
But then they gotta face my Heat. So that's gonna be the end of his video as well as the end of my video. Hold up, let me pause. As I was saying, that's gonna be the end of his video as well as the end of my video. The video and all his links gonna be down in the description down below. Again, shout out to you, Jimmy High Roller. Awesome video, bro. And this is crazy to really think about how full circle the NBA stories have been, especially about this new up and coming NBA season with Paolo, what's his name? Banchero and DeJounte Murray going at it in the Drew League type arenas. Man, this NBA season gonna be something different. It's gonna be something special. But again, family, please don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe and turn on post notification bell so you never miss another upload of hearing my voice and seeing my face. And of course, if you want to send me videos to react to and or music to listen to, send it to my reaction page right here at treyreacts. And if you want to be my friend, because why not be friends? Like, why not? We could view each other's stuff, comment, whatever. Okay, that sounds a little weird. But we can still be friends. Follow me right here at treyreactstoo and mess with me on my TikTok page because I'm on the road to 10K still. I've been saying that since last video. But I'm on the road to 10K right here at trey303023. And my business email entry is going to be right up above me. And if you watch all the way through, family, I appreciate every single one of you. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers, and we're not going to stop this train because I want everybody who view my videos to come join the family, and let's run it up. So, like I said, it's going to be your boy Trey Reacts, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow with another upload. Peace.